love again. We're smoking and we're sipping, we're doing it the biggest.
Hi guys, Mackey here and welcome to a Call of Duty comparison video. Just so you know, the thumbnails were made by Blades and I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, so we're going to start off with Call of Duty 5. Now, Call of Duty 5, the pros for it we'll start off with. Actually, no, we'll start with the cons actually, we'll start with the cons. The cons are that now that the game is out, or sorry, now that the game is obviously finished because there's been 5 games since, the developers aren't obviously going to fix the hackers, so that is a really bad thing because Call of Duty 5 is a brilliant game. Another bad thing I find is that the gameplay is slow, but for some reason it feels good. However, I don't like the slow paced game. Right, it's kind of a weird concept. Also the map hacks, I didn't like the multiplayer maps on that. The zombie maps were cool, I like that because there was Numa, something like that. Then there was the Rees and another map that I can't remember because I think Nuck de Untorten was the first one. But anyway, yeah, the pros now for Call of Duty 5. So the pros, I find the game when it's not hacked to be really fun. I don't know why, despite being slow paced, I still have a smile on my face when I play this game. One reason for that is possibly because I find the game to be really balanced. I realise that the Thompson and the MP40 are pretty overpowered and that sniping is pretty good. If you're accurate and you can quick scope on that game, it's pretty powerful. But another reason as well is because it has brilliant maps, but I'm not really too sure on that, but I do really like the maps. Now moving on to MW2. The cons are the the one-man army danger close noob tubes. They were the most annoying thing I've ever played against on Call of Duty, especially if you're trying, like me, to get a gameplay, because at one point Modern Warfare 2 was the only Call of Duty I had. And because of this, I had to obviously get gameplays with just that, and it was very difficult because I was trying to do some cool things. Like I tried to do an ACOG intervention game, and actually got a decent, little streak, and then I got killed by a noob tube. And I think that is the worst thing that they added. The danger close isn't bad, but one-man army is the most annoying thing, because danger close isn't bad because they've only got two grenades. But yeah, the hacking was quite bad, kind of Black Ops time for me. Every single game I got in I seemed to get hacked, because on MW2 what I did was I leveled up to level 17 non-prestige, then I got hacked, but I thought no, I want to do this, so prestige, get to about level 27ish, then I get hacked and get to level 70 again. And although it's helping me, I didn't really like that, so I prestiged again, and then I got to level 50 something, and then this was in the summer, got to level 50 something, and then I got in this lobby where if you knife someone, you literally teleport to them, and also you get some ridiculous amount of XP, but it was something like 30,000 XP per knife kill, and all the other kills are fine. So everyone's running around with their tack knives, and that was pretty fun, even though it was getting me up. But I can't be bothered to prestige again. Yeah, but the pros about it are it's fast, which is what I prefer. In fairness, it is very, very, very quick. The sniping is just amazing. It just feels awesome. For me, it has the best maps, but not. I didn't like all the maps, but certain maps on that were really good. And obviously it had the nuke with chained kill streaks, so you could get on those really high kill streaks, which was an awful lot of fun, even though I still haven't got a nuke on that game. But that's because for some reason I always die when I get my Harrier, I always die when I get my Harrier, so I don't get my AC-130 or Chopper Gunner. But well. Then we move on to Black Ops. Now, Black Ops was an interesting game because it was the complete opposite to MW2. It was the slowest paced and huge maps, with huge maps. So people so far away from each other that there's no point in running an SMG because, in fact, my most used guns on there were all assault rifles. I used the Commando, the AK-47, and another gun, but I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, they were huge, those maps. But the pros about it were obviously Nuketown. They had your KD in the scoreboard, and it was kind of working out as you go along, which I think is pretty cool. And then also there was the balancing of weapons, and the weapons were so balanced in that game. I don't remember any gun that really I don't remember one or two guns that really stood out, and that was my first Call of Duty that I had in that year, because I bought MW2 after Black Ops came out, and then I bought Black Ops a couple of months later, kind of halfway through its life cycle. And yeah, that was a pretty good game overall. Then we move on to my favourite, which is MW2. The cons about it were that for some reason they made some of the weapons OP, like the MP7, the ACR. They were just so good, and I don't see why. Also, the Scar L, I think, was in that game with the suppressor. That gun was good. Yeah, so that was kind of a problem, but I just used other weapons anyway, and I was actually pretty good at that game to an extent. So yeah, I did only get one Moab though, which is kind of annoying. But it was on Face Off, which is more difficult. Another bad thing is that the connection. The MW3, they brought in lag compensation, which is bad because the connection was bad. So they thought, okay, let's bring in lag compensation as a patch, which made it worse because people with good internet didn't it's as if their internet was all of a sudden 1 kilobyte a second, because the connection was awful. People with really bad internet would all of a sudden be absolutely stomping on you, and they would kill you, and you'd be like, where the hell is he? Even though he's right in front of you in the kill cam, but he was around the corner in your game. That's how bad it was. The pros of it were, for me, it was the funnest. It had a really good comeback factor. I played that game like a month, I think I've played it. They had brought in Specialist, which I thought was awesome. The kill streak per class as well, because then you could have a stealth class with support, a rushing class with assault, or a Moab class with the Specialist perk. Specialist loadout. Then there's Kill Confirmed, which I think is a brilliant game mode. I don't personally play it that much because it's not really the game mode I like, because it's like Search and Rescue. I prefer Search and Destroy to Search and Rescue, because like I could snipe them cross map, but then their teammate just picks up their tag, and I'm just like, well, what is the point? So yeah, they also brought in Infected, which is why the comeback factor was there, because there was times in the summer holidays that the only thing I do is play Infected with, like, was it 18, so 17 other people, and I'd just be hosting it, and then people would be saying, oh yeah, use this class, add this guy, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's just do it. And we did things like, the first Infected had like an RPG, and then he'd get like a 6-man, and then it'd just be absolutely crazy. Drop Zone was a good addition to the series, because it basically improved your holding down of areas. It kind of improved camping, which is the only bad thing I had about it. But sniping, you get such good gameplays on that. My favourite part of MW3 outside of private matches was Face Off. Me, Blades, and my friend Reese we went in 3v3 face-off, and we went on a 28 game winning streak before I had to go, because I had to go out, so that was kind of annoying. We were absolutely beasting them. They had no chance of winning, and obviously there was also the Moab. Then we move on to Black Ops 2, which was possibly my second favourite Call of Duty. I don't know. Cons about it were there's huge connection issues at the beginning. I couldn't join a game unless I was in a party that someone else was hosting. For instance, Blades would always host our party because when I was searching for games, I just couldn't join a game. It wasn't finding any games, and I go with him, we get one instantly. So on my Mesrox 81 PSM, I got to like level 12, and I had a shit KD and shit win-loss because I just couldn't, when I was on my own, I just couldn't get in games where I wasn't being, like, connection wasn't against me. So I got the Mackey account, and then that was awesome. I don't know why, just completely changed, and now 5th prestige with playing like 5 days, which is pretty interesting. To me, weapon balancing was okay. There were some weapons that were really good. The snipers were quite OP before the patch of the reload. I think it was reload speed, aim speed, and cockback speed, fire rate. I'm not sure. But anyway, the pros. It was a good pace. It wasn't fast, but it was quick. It wasn't fast. To me, they had awesome maps, but not the best maps. The DLC was okay. The Peacekeeper was a brilliant addition. The Pick 10 Creator class I think was the best thing they added, because for me that meant I could run lightweight, toughness, extreme conditioning, and dexterity, and then I'd have obviously the perk 3 wildcard. Then I'd have the third attachment one, and then have an SMG with 3 attachments, and that setup was amazing for me. Then we get on to Call of Duty Ghosts. The cons for it is there's no comeback factor. It's got very stale very quickly. For the first week I was like, yeah, it's a brilliant game, and then I just went on FIFA for the next month. so yeah, that how can you go from thinking, yeah, it's a brilliant game, to, oh, just gonna go on FIFA? That is where this game went wrong, in my opinion. SNR and Hunted are both wasted and pointless, because SNR, what is the point on it? There's no point in having a non-respawn game when you can just revive your teammates. Because I admit it's nice when someone revives me, but at the beginning, as I said earlier, if you snipe someone cross map, what is the point on sniping? Because their teammate are just going to pick up the tags. So yeah, Hunted I find pointless. I've played like 2 games on it, and I'm just like, well, what? It's no point. Also, bad thing, you die really quickly. I don't know why, because most of the guns like 3-shot kills, you know, standard, but the fire rates must be higher or something like that. Connection maybe, I don't know. But the good things about Ghosts is that some of the maps are actually pretty good. Most, if not all, the guns are usable, and Heavy Duty is also a good addition. I'm looking forward to DLC as well in this Call of Duty. But anyway, I know this has been a longer video than usual. I hope you enjoyed it, and comment below what your favourite Call of Duty is, and say why, and if you can, say some pros and cons. Don't be biased in your opinion, please. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the Call of Duty BS series. They're going to be as often as possible, but it depends how many clips I get. Because I don't always record when I go on Ghosts, because I kind of got out of the habit with MW3 and Black Ops 2 with the theatre mode. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you at some point in the future. Goodbye.